Nation, it has been so goddamn long since we last spoke. We are going to we're going insane with how much Blitzkrieg we have. It's only September, but Nation, we are going to be stuffing you like a turkey like it's November. I'm Tom.
I'm Sherm. Welcome, Rude Nation, to the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus.
Episode
stuffed. 53, not 54, as much as management likes to think it's 54. This is 53, the newest episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour. Thank you so much for hanging with us, because we are definitely delayed. This is a delayed episode, but thank goodness, because Blitzkrieg, it is delayed, because it should have came out the following Tuesday as per recording. Should have.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we're a little mixed up, and that's our bad. We had the holiday weekend. I was on vacation. Tommy was living his best life. Living his best life. And we got a jam-packed Blitzkrieg news to talk about. We got a little debut edition of the Big Blitz, or Big Bop. I don't know what we're going to call it yet, but we're going to focus on something from Blitzkrieg News and Nation. If you are aware and you follow our Instagram page, Instagram.com/RudeBoyz469, and you subscribe to our YouTube page, bit.ly/RudeBoyzRuTube, all lowercase. You know we're going to talk about the Sony, Marvel, Spider-Man situation going on. And also, we just had Nintendo Direct as per recording, so we got a lot to talk about. So let's get it going, Tommy. Who's in your mouth?
Blue Point Brewery, which is a local...
Yes.
By us. Mother Pumpkin Ale.
Mother Pumpkin Ale. So this is a pumpkin beer.
Yeah, obviously. It's never too early for pumpkin.
It is also in my mouth, or it will be in my mouth. This will be my first pumpkin beer of the season.
You're welcome.
I'm not much of a Blue Point guy.
It's good. Shut up and put it in your goddamn mouth.
I love it. Clank it up.
Oh, you fuck.
I'm still gonna drink it.
Wow. Okay, so Rude Nation, I don't know. You should have listened to.
We've got a big episode, Tom.
You should have listened. All right, Rude Nation, you should have listened to the last
I just
episode.
wanted to be safe.
And
it's not the last.
I gave Chris a nice gift.
Several episodes ago.
Of
us. He doesn't listen. It's probably the last episode he listened to.
Probably like 49.
I used the RudeBoyz picture
as a coaster.
All right, my bad.
Fucking rude.
My bad. Okay, I'm the fucking RudeBoyz, and you know what it's time for, Tommy?
Blitzkrieg!
Big time Blitzkrieg, Tom. Hit it up, Tommy.
All right, keep it fucking Blitzkrieg.
Blitzkrieg.
Sony acquires Insomniac Games.
Yep, that happened. Insomniac, maker of Ratchet & Clank, and obviously Marvel Spider-Man, is now officially part of the Sony umbrella.
Okay.
Great.
Awesome.
Good. So that means,
more Spider-Man games.
Which was always going to be a thing, but yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Exclusive to Sony.
Yes. Volition in development in next Saints Row game.
Yep, that's all I got to say about that, and that's all Tom's got to say about that. That's cool. I like Saints Row.
So do I.
Cool.
Fucking bananas.
Bananas. Banana cakes.
MK11 characters are coming as new content. Fuck you and your Ks.
There was a lot of Ks in that sentence. Yeah, so the season pass, or whatever the hell character pass, has been
3,
revealed.
To be exact.
It's character pack 3?
No.
Oh boy. 3 Ks. Yeah, so I think, what was it, Nightwolf was in there, Spawn was revealed, obviously, but...
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung, thank you. But the rest of the mix is going to be Sindel and the Joker from fucking Batman.
Joker.
And he looks like a weirdo, but...
Does he look like Jared Leto Joker?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Is just, synergy, guest characters. I'm all for that.
Cool. Awesome. Overwatch coming to the Switch. No longer a question.
That's not a question anymore, because that started off the Nintendo Direct.
Yes.
Let me just go right through the Nintendo Direct. As many highlights as I can pull out of my brain.
Yes, hit it.
Okay.
Keep it Blitzkrieg,
coming to the Switch. That cult game, Deadly Premonition 2 is coming to the Switch. The first one, hitting Switch as of today. Great. Super Nintendo games coming to the Switch.
Tomorrow,
as per recording.
Yes.
So they're probably already out there. Also already out there, Banjo-Kazooie as a playable character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Cool.
And Terry Bogard was announced for November
as
Smash Bros. DLC. And guess what? There's more DLC coming outside of the 5 characters that they already talked about. Or 4, because the 5th one's still...
A lot of cool shit happening in November.
A lot of cool... Well, yeah, Tommy. A lot of cool stuff.
We're going to get to that.
What else? There's a bunch of multiplayer modes in Luigi's Mansion 3.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool.
Awesome. Can't wait to not play that with you.
Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, that was good, is like a remastered of the Wii game. It was probably one of my favorite RPGs, which doesn't say a lot because I don't play a lot of RPGs, but it's a great game. Everyone should play it. It's coming out for the Switch. It looks gorgeous. What else? Oh, The Return of the Obra Dinn. I want to talk about this real quick. This is a PC game.
Keep it blitzkrieg.
A PC game that's like a mystery. You gotta solve shit and whatever. It looks pretty cool. It was one of those games that like people talk about, and I'm like, I really want to play that game, but it's not to a console, and it's coming to Switch. Great. I think it's coming in December, or November, or some shit. I don't know. There's other stuff. Look it up. I talked about what I want to talk about, and in about an hour's time, I'm gonna be downloading Banjo-Kazooie. So deal with it.
I still gotta download Hero.
You should. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Don't you have the pass?
I do.
Have the pass? All right.
I do.
You should do that.
Just, you know.
Also, I think the pass is on sale nation, so go get it someplace.
You're fucking Ultimate Alliance all day for me.
That's true. We're going to get into that.
Mario Kart Tour for mobile out September 25th. I'm already pre-registered.
As am I, so you'll get that as it happens, nation.
Hopefully it doesn't suck. I'm sure it will.
It might.
Aladdin and Lion King remakes are coming.
Yeah,
I
so
cannot
this was out of the blue,
wait.
Man.
I cannot wait for the aggravation to happen again.
What kind of aggravation?
Did you ever play these games?
Oh, Lion King is an impossible game from what I remember.
Fuck. Yeah. And it's only going to be $40, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and what is cool is that they have a bunch of different versions of each game. They unfortunately don't have the Super Nintendo version of Aladdin, which there's been this huge debate.
Genesis is the superior.
Of that exactly, but I played the Super Nintendo one, and I like that a lot. So, whatever. It was Capcom made, so probably issues. Whatever.
You could tell I did this one because I put all Aladdin instead of Aladdin.
I thought I wrote that.
Maybe. I might be drinking. One of us were drinking.
Keep it milk.
Shovel Knight Dig.
Yes.
That's all it said.
Who the fuck made Shovel Knight? Oh my god. Yacht Club Games. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Brain. They're collaborating with another indie developer to make a new Shovel Knight game.
Nice.
And it's kind of SteamWorld Diggy.
I'm down.
And more Shovel Knight.
Word.
Absolutely fantastic. I think also the
give me all the Shovel Knight, all the shovels in the face.
Also, the rest of the Treasure Trove collection is coming out, I believe, by the end of the year.
Okay.
Which is the Shovel Knight Showdown,
cool,
Shovel Knight King of Cards, and those 3 amiibo that they announced fucking 26 years ago.
Awesome.
Great. So more Shovel Knight. Love it.
New Resident Evil game coming. A game to be revealed on September 9th.
Yes, so that is as of recording next week, and yeah, there's early reports that it might be like a online co-op game, similar to Outbreak or whatever. So yeah, maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
Comic book news.
Comic book news, Tom. Let's talk about it.
Marvel's next great team is Doc Justice and the J Team.
Yeah, I saw this. They announced it. They did like this thing.
I have no clue.
They did this thing where they were talking about like, it wasn't even like the Fantastic. It was like the Avengers this time, the Defenders this time. Dr. J and the J Team or whatever, 2020 or whatever. And so they're really kind of Thunderbolts they threw in the mix too. Yeah, I guess they're trying to hype up a new team. I don't know anything about it, but I don't know. We'll keep you posted.
Cool.
Nation.
Mutant X Volume 2 releases this year. Mutant X, in case you didn't know, was a alternate storyline where Cable's consciousness got sucked into his into an alternate reality. Did I say Cable or Havoc?
I said Cable.
Fuck, I meant Havoc.
I don't know, who cares?
The Better Summers brother. Got sucked into another Havoc, and it was just such a great storyline. It actually comes out November 5th of this year.
Is this a sequel, or this was a collected edition of something that already
There's a Volume 1 and there's a Volume 2.
Right, I understand that, but this isn't like a Dark Knight Returns sort of thing. This is this already happened and they're just collecting it.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, exactly.
Cool,
which is awesome because it was so good. Movies.
Movie news, Tom. Let's talk about movies.
Bond 25 titles, No Time to Die.
Yep.
Cool. Matrix 4 in the works, Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss, and I believe Lawrence Fishburne are coming back.
I think they're trying to cast like a younger Morpheus also,
right, because didn't Lawrence Fishburne... Didn't Morpheus die in the... I don't remember.
Technically, Neo died in the first one,
yeah,
so who the fuck knows,
Superman ending.
Yeah.
Uncharted loses its director again.
Yep. That movie's never going to happen. Even though it's just money. It's money. Tom Holland's in it.
Exactly.
It's money. It's easy. Indiana Jones. Dora the Explorer. Fucking it's money. Also, there's a new Tomb Raider movie coming out.
Breaking Bad movie coming to Netflix.
Yeah, this was something that, what the fuck is his name? Bob Odenkirk mentioned that, like, oh yeah, they filmed a Breaking Bad movie in secret. And then, like, immediately after that, like, Netflix leaked that a Breaking Bad movie's coming out, and then they announced the trailer. So...
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
I haven't checked out the trailer, have you?
Yeah,
I know you were a Breaking Bad fan.
Yeah,
so.
we'll talk about it in Trailer Talk.
All right, cool. Kit Harington getting MCU role. He is going to be the Black Knight. The Stark brothers reunite in the Eternals.
Yeah, right, shit.
Yep.
So, I mean, they weren't really brothers, technically. It was like...
Cousins.
Uncle.
Cousins,
yes, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's how family works.
That was announced, thank you. That was announced during the D23. That happened while we were away. And they announced some more cast members for the Eternals. They announced the dude from Dunkirk is the villain. And they announced that the female from Captain Marvel, who played one of the Skrulls, not Skrulls, the Kree.
Oh, the blue, the one who did not like her at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's Cersei in Eternals.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's like this is the first time they're actually taking a person from
an
the
already
movies,
established
an actor in the movies
She wore a mask and she was in blue makeup.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah.
And you know what?
Like,
I gotta say,
it's not a stretch, but
yeah, I know we're keeping Blitzkrieg because we're making really good time.
We are keeping really good time.
I am really glad to see though that when I first heard Angelina Jolie was going to be in the Eternals, I was like, oh, she's gonna be like an uppity, pretentious, like I'm not doing any press until the movie comes. No, she's been out there with like, and I'm like, you know
she's
what?
a good sport.
I'm like, good on you.
Yeah,
it makes me very happy to see that.
We're getting a shitload of money. Yeah. What else
Method Man wants to be Bishop. Yes, I am down. Make it goddamn happen.
He's campaigning really hard on his Instagram, like really bulking up. He wants to make it happen. So
I'm cool with and you know what? Let's just make all of Wu-Tang Clan the XSC.
I don't know what that is, Tom. Oh, is that the...
Xavier Security Enforcers.
So those are... Okay.
Yes, that's what Bishop was a part of.
Cool.
Trailer talk.
All right, let's talk some trailers.
Lady and the Tramp.
God,
looks fucking horrible.
You know what? So this came out from D23. I was on vacation with Bonnie. I showed her this. Cute, very cute. Apparently, all the dogs were rescues.
Yes.
And they all found homes at the end of the filming.
That's what counts.
And then they start doing the lip moving, and it's just it's so fucking bad, man.
It's bad.
We've come a long way from Babe, where they would just put food in the mouth of farm animals and just spend hours of footage recording them and being like, oh, it looks like he's saying button or whatever, to just doing this horrible thing.
It almost looks like when Conan O'Brien used to do his bit where, like, he'd have someone talking.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't look good.
El Camino, we talked.
Yeah, it's kind of a simple trailer, kind of more of a teaser, just like, oh my god, Breaking Bad. Or
is it like a prequel or anything?
No, it is a continuation.
Okay, cool.
Timeline-wise, I don't know because I know Bryan Cranston's supposedly involved, but
okay, cool.
Fuck it. Shouldn't be.
He died.
Yeah, he died.
Cool.
Just realized what.
Yeah. Joker.
The final Joker trailer came out.
And I know we, in past episodes of ones that I've listened to.
Right. Oh, God.
I have been I've been campaigning, fuck this movie, fuck this movie, fuck this movie.
Because of the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix.
And the fact that there was so much backstage shit being shown. Yeah, this trailer, I'm like, holy shit. I want to check it out.
Rave reviews.
It's
one of those things to be like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
Like, what? Like, it's bizarre. But
it looks good. And
what a world we live in.
I'm sure we will have a RudeBoyz reacts to it one way or another.
Yeah, one way or the other.
Episode 9 trailer as well.
23, yep.
Wow. This looked good. I'm down. Dude, that lightsaber Rey has? What the fuck?
I've got thoughts on that. I think that's just like an image. People are saying that could be like a weird, twisted clone of Luke's hand that the Emperor put. It's one of those things, man. Like, Star Wars is one of those things.
Yeah, I mean, the one where she's like cloaked and like
the double-sided, like the swing blade.
Yeah,
yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But like, I don't want to speculate on Star Wars anymore because I feel like everyone likes to treat it like this big mystery. Where it's just like. Just give me some fucking Star Wars. You know? Like,
no, I agree.
It's just fucking the weirdest dumb space opera, and I'm I just want to see it. You know
all right, cool. Keep it blitzkrieg.
Yes.
TV
news.
Ewan McGregor is actually going to be reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hello there.
for Disney Plus show, which is very cool. I'm down. Give me more Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. He was awesome.
Yep, one of the best parts of the prequels.
Krypton canceled by Sci-Fi.
Yes, also the Lobo series, I think, is not in development. But these are one of those things they could chop it around or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool.
Masters of the Universe coming back thanks to Kevin Smith and Netflix. I know your feelings on Kevin Smith. Whoops.
Hey, now. I have thoughts on Kevin Smith, but, like, Masters of the Universe never hit for me, so
No? Oh, okay. All right. Even the remake that Cartoon Network did?
Masters of the Universe? Oh, the He-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it was called Masters of the Universe. It was called He-Man or some shit, right?
Yeah.
No, didn't.
Okay. I don't know if... is this going to be a... Because it's just as Masters of the Universe. Is this the movie or is this cartoon?
I think it's a... the same animation company behind... Probably
Voltron?
talking out of my ass. No, of Castlevania.
Okay.
Probably
Yes,
it
is. I actually read that. I would love to see a Thundercats show as well.
There is. It's called Thundercats Go. Go Thundercats. Uh-oh.
It's deserved and you know it.
He's gonna smash my head.
Stephen Amell 2 star in Heels, a Stars drama about wrestling.
Yep.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Stephen Amell, big fucking mark.
Which the funny
part
thing...
of the Bullet Club, I think. Part of the Elite. Maybe? I don't know.
Funny thing was, like...
Good friends with Cody Rhodes.
His wife was just like, yeah, you're not quitting acting to become a wrestler. Because he won... after he got that taste from in WWE and one of the All Elites.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, fine. And then this show comes along, and it's like...
Him,
So
he probably campaigned for it, too. So good for him.
Disney Plus shows announced: She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel.
Yep. So D23 talk.
Still surprised that Moon Knight's a show and not a movie.
You know what's, and this comes also, what was buried under that is that Disney Plus is not going to do any sort of hard R content. All that stuff, from what I understood. From all what I understand.
Oh, Disney Plus. I'm sorry.
Yes, because their arm for that streaming stuff is probably going to be through Hulu, where they are a majority stakeholder. They're going to put their FX shows on there because they also own that. And they're putting the Offenders or some shit. Remember we talked about that? The the Marvel cartoons coming out. MODOK.
Oh,
yeah. That shit is going to be there. So, yeah. And Moon Knight, kind of a gritty character, from what I understand. So
could have been an R-rated movie, though.
Could have been an R-rated movie. I think a lot of this is reactionary from the Sony Marvel talk, which we're going to talk about.
She-Hulk, I really hope we
called it. We called all of these things.
I hope we see Mark Ruffalo.
I think so.
She-Hulk, I really hope we get her like real origin, which is pretty cool. Like
blood transfusion.
Yeah. Well, she gets shot.
Okay.
Or it's some origins.
Sounds too gritty.
She gets shot or she gets hit by a car, some shit like that.
Oh man.
Trailer talk.
Let's talk some TV trailers.
Yes, Mandalorian.
This looks cool. I'm more down for this Star Wars than where the current episodes are going.
This and like Obi-Wan.
I'm good with the Skywalker stuff.
Yeah, yes, I know. We've said this before.
Rogue One, Solo to an extent, and fucking Mandalorian. Yeah, I'm down.
Cool. We didn't actually touch it upon movies that they are going to be releasing a prequel to Rogue One, as well.
Yeah, it's called Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
No, it's like another.
No. I think that they're doing a Candor and
some shit
the
like
robot
that. Yeah,
guy. Yeah, no, I think that was announced, but yeah, it's a series. I don't think.
And I saw it today.
Breaking news.
Mandalorian is going to be based around the rise of the First Order.
Yes. Yeah, because it takes place in that weird time frame between episode 6 and 7.
Yep.
Numbers, 6 and 7. And so you're going to see that. Also, something about the show that I wanted to mention. So, Disney Plus, they're doing their shit weekly. I should have just mentioned that off the as opposed to Netflix, where they just throw everything out in one big,
and I'm alright with that.
Load.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. On one case, it's
that's
good.
what DC Universe is doing.
Going. It's great. It's great. On one end, also, it's just like, oh, you want to watch this one show? Cool. It's going to be 3 months worth of your fucking money, bitch. Yeah.
No, I'm sure they're going to have
money.
I'm sure they're going to have packages where it's like, hey, pay a year and boom, like,
Yeah, I think it's like $7. It's like $8.
$8
for a month, but I think it's like $70 for a year. And if you do some D23 fucking deal,
or if you do the $12.99 a month, you get Hulu, you get a whole
options.
Absolutely,
That's thrifty.
Honestly, I can't wait for it. I'm stoked. I really am.
I'm really excited for it. It was one of those things, like I was telling Bonnie about it, and she's like, "We're getting that, right?" And I'm like, "Oh hell yeah!" And
yes.
even after I was like, "Oh, it's got Marvel stuff, it's got Star Wars stuff," like, it's got gonna have a ton of Disney movies up there. Like, it's just one of those things.
I did see how it's getting broke. Like, it has a tab for Disney movies. Yes. It has a tab for Pixar, for Marvel, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Like, because with Netflix,
very clean.
With Netflix, you just sit there and you get fucking lost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to find shit.
Yeah.
Wrestling news.
Okay.
NXT coming to USA September 18th. Vince McMahon will have nothing to do with it.
Oh, thank God.
Triple H actually said it in an interview. His exact words were, "It's funny how some people think they know everything." Dave Meltzer, which is what he said. He's like, he doesn't really know anything about the business. He's like, Vince is going to be hands off with this.
Yeah, he's going to be too busy with his XFL, which we haven't talked about.
Allegedly, it is going to be a
2-hour show, right?
2-hour show, which worries me a little bit.
And I mean, but like, you got to look at NXT right now. NXT bulk records their shows.
Yes.
They do, I think, 4 hours or 4 episodes really at a click. And now they're going to be moving to live.
Yeah.
2-hour shows.
Especially since, like,
I think they have the roster to do it.
Yeah, I mean, bulk so much that, they filmed a tag match, and I know we have new tag champs.
All right, keep it blitzkrieg.
Oh fuck!
Wait, also, this is a few weeks before AEW, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, September 18th. AEW is October 2nd.
Yeah. Same day, right? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh fuck! WWE is starting a podcast network.
And they just smell the blood in the water. Mm-hmm. All right, we got we fluffed the Rude Nation, the podcast world, and now here comes the WWE knocking on that door, waiting for a ride.
WWE, we will allow you to be part of the nation.
Yep. I'll allow it.
How about, we'll talk, how about we talk 60-30?
60-30 of the podcast world?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what, I could live without that. Also, that's not good math, Tom. 60-30? What is that?
I meant 70. I meant 70-30. How about 70-30 and 70-30 of the cash?
Of you?
No.
Oh, money.
Money. Cold hard cash. All right, essential news.
All right.
Loot Crate files for bankruptcy.
Jesus, this happened fucking months ago. My God. Maybe just because we put this on the Blitzkrieg News.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid soundtrack coming to vinyl.
I gotta look in it. Well, I mean, no.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't even have a record. Actually, you probably do have a record player.
My parents probably got one someplace somewhere in this cavernous home.
Hasbro now owns Death Row Records.
Yeah, so, okay, funny story.
I cannot wait to see Tupac Shakur.
Funny story. No, I think in the early...
Yeah, that's Tupac.
Right. In the early 2000s or the mid-2000s, whatever, Death Row got sold by a marketing firm or something like that. Then Hasbro bought that marketing firm. So they, by association, own Death Row Records.
That's awesome.
So
cool.
That's neat. That's it for Blitzkrieg News?
Nope. Last bit of
Blitzkrieg News?
Of Etc. Supernatural, the show, is getting a cookbook.
Oh my God.
Also coming out November 5th of this year.
Tommy.
Do you see why I put those two specific things on?
That is pretty good.
Which the sister-in-law was like, yeah, I'm going to have discussions with your friends. So
that's it for regular Blitzkrieg News.
Yeah.
Let's move right on into the big blitz, the big bop, whatever the fuck we're going to call it. I don't know.
The big fuck.
Yeah. The big news item of the past 2 weeks.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Leaving the MCU due to disputes between top brass. I didn't say that, actually.
Yep, continue.
Between top brass at Disney and Sony.
Right.
Even though Kevin Feige said that it was never meant to last.
Yeah, no, it was something that was like, it was kind of a handshake agreement. So, like, a lot of this...
A gentleman's agreement!
Yeah, so, what we want to do in the Big Blitz, the Big Bop, is we want to kind of expound a little bit on something that came out of Blitzkrieg News. And this is definitely, Nation, you know your boys are big web heads, all right? Every day is Webs Day. Hashtag Webs Day.
Exactly.
So, we want to talk about Spider-Man.
Hold on, I need fucking...
Look, JMO. So, and obviously, like I said, if you saw us on Instagram, instagram.com/RudeBoyz469, and you followed Tom's story in that highlight, or on our YouTube, if you subscribed, which you fucking better, bit.ly/RudeBoyz RudeTube, all lowercase. You found my RudeBoyz Reacts on what's going on there. So yeah, we're going to talk about it in podcast form. So I guess a little background. A lot of this stuff was all like gentleman's agreement, like you said. It was a lot of handshake shit.
Yep.
It was a lot of like nobody really knew the extent of this deal.
Exactly.
Until it seems like once it fell apart.
Sure.
Which is the now. So obviously before Captain America: Civil War and post Amazing Spider-Man 2, Marvel, or by association Disney, Kevin Feige, we'll just say, came to Sony, met with Amy Pascal, and was like, listen, here's the deal. Let's share Spider-Man, okay? Spider-Man can pop in to, we're going to help out with two, Kevin Feige, I'm going to produce 2 Spider-Man movies, and he's going to show up in, really at that time, 3 collaborative movies, so Civil War, Endgame, and Infinity War. Not in that order, but whatever. And let's just, the synergy, baby, the synergy, okay? And it was great, okay? Because something was definitely missing in the MCU, and we didn't know it because it was still so new. You know, it was after Age of Ultron. Nobody knew what we were missing, and it was Spider-Man.
Yep.
And Tom Holland's performance, I feel like I can say for Tom, brought a refreshing take on Spider-Man, something we did not see in the Sam Raimi movies or the Jim Webb movies. I forget what it is, but the
WB Webb. Yeah, whatever.
No, I don't think so. WB Du Bois? No. The Andrew Garfield movies. That's his name, by the way. That's a callback from my YouTube video. Very good. So it was so refreshing, and that's, I feel like, what really makes this news sting the most, is that we're not going to get that synergy, because it felt so good seeing that Spider-Man in these movies.
Sure.
And I feel like a lot of the fear comes down to Sony's previous efforts with Spider-Man Solo. And, you know, take out of the equation Into the Spider-Verse, because won an Academy Award. First off, didn't make money, because people were like, oh, it's a cartoon, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it made money.
It didn't make money. It didn't make money. It's the least grossing Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
It is. Look it up. It's facts.
I agree, but I disagree.
No, I don't want to believe it, but it's true. Because a lot of people brush it off as it's a fucking cartoon, it's a kid's movie, whatever, I'm not going to watch it. It's fucking incredible. If you don't watch it,
sensational.
You're amazing. If
Peter Parker.
Oh, God. Web of. If you don't watch it, you're a fool. And Chris Lord, Phil Miller, Chris Miller, whomever you are, you guys did an amazing job. Venom made a lot of money.
Made a lot of movie.
Made a lot of movie for a lot of money, and they got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people got fucking fooled, I'm sure, because they were like, "Oh, Spider-Man's associated with this, right?"
I was fooled.
Too. Yeah,
I was fooled.
It was a great average movie. So I feel like a lot of the fear is coming down to this. Is coming down to where they're gonna go. Go ahead, Tom.
I was reading a interview with Tom Holland recently, where he's like, Spider-Man's in good hands with Sony. I feel like he's going to have a lot of input.
I hope so.
With the character.
I hope so.
Also, we're wrestling fans. I kind of feel this could be a work.
I don't think it is.
Okay, you got to realize.
We'll talk about the business stuff on one side, but continue.
Right, you got to realize, okay, the way Far From Home ended. Okay, now you got to look at what they have. We have Eternals coming out. We have all these Disney Plus shows coming out. They just got Fantastic Four and X-Men back.
Absolutely.
We're talking years and years that they could even be thinking about another Spider-Man movie.
Sure.
So Spider-Man can come back to the MCU. I have strong faith that Tom Holland, Spider-Man / Peter Parker, will be back in the MCU. In one form or not even in one form or another. As Spider-Man, you know, that's my thoughts after giving it a lot more thought.
I don't think so. And I'm gonna explain why. I feel like Sony ran real high with a lot of the Spider-Man stuff they got with Homecoming, with the amount of Spider-Man prestige that came with this stuff.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? How well Venom did.
Yeah.
You know, like that should be case in point that like, oh shit, like I think we might have the ball can roll a little bit on its own. I think a lot of the way Spider-Man was portrayed in the MCU, being the next Tony Stark, having such a fucking cliffhanger of an ending for Phase 3. I think a lot of that was to kind of push Sony to play ball. And Sony, in their wisdom or whatever, they were like, this movie made a lot of money, guy, and we got all that money. Basically, that's how it comes down to it. And they were like, nah, we don't want to share that money. Perfectly fine. So then Marvel was just like, or Disney is like, okay, fine, we're done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And obviously the big breakup, I think, really comes between Kevin Feige and Tom Holland because they're just the children in this divorce of the parents fighting, basically.
I agree. I agree 100%.
And then
and us.
You heard us too.
Us as fans.
But I'm hopeful because I'm hopeful until I see something go wrong, is what I'm going to say. You know what I mean? Like, I think Sony needs to reevaluate and they need to treat Spider-Man as a prestige person they have.
That he is. Yeah.
He should. The next highest franchise they have under their umbrella is James Bond. And Spider-Man crushed James Bond. I think Skyfall was their original highest grossing movie. And Far From Home beat that.
Yeah.
I think they need to treat that immensely well. They can do their Black Cat, Silver Sable, Morbius movies, whatever. They can do that stuff because it's like the fluff for the Spider-Man MCU. Not Spider-Man MCU, but the
Sony Extended Universe,
exactly,
whatever the fuck it's called.
Yes.
What I am looking forward to out of all of this is we may get to see Tom Holland, Tom Hardy, and Woody Harrelson on the same screen together.
And you know what? That
stuff like excites me.
It's when it's executed perfectly, and to be honest, it's been executed perfectly for several years, so we're due to get slapped in the face. But
Shut up.
I know. But, oh man, Tom Holland Spider-Man fighting a version of the Sinister Six, falling in, having a Black Cat thing, having this, having that, like, I want that. A lot of the hindrance I had with the Marvel Spider-Man movies was that they were so tied into the MCU. Whereas, like, you had Thor's movies were kind of standing on their own. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
that, and you touched it before. You said that they were making him like Tony Stark Jr.
Yeah, that would be the first Peter Parker.
That kind of bugged me. Yeah. Like it did bother me a little, but I understand
exactly
because I understand what they were going for. I just wasn't a fan of it.
I know. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yes. No. I'm with you. I liked it. I liked it.
Right.
But Spider-Man can stand on his own.
Absolutely,
yes. He can have villains that aren't angsty ex-employees of
Stark Industries or whatever, or Stark accidentally fucked over.
Exactly. Yes. Like it's the guy who Tony Stark called out on the fucking helicarrier who's playing Galaga. Guess what? He's the Rhino. You know, like, no, that's right. Not
exactly
that doesn't have to be a thing anymore.
Paul Giamatti was a good Rhino, but then that Max suit came out
with the accent too.
Paul Giamatti plays a great villain in everything. He was the villain in San Andreas. He was the Earthquake. No.
Did you hear the rumor that Disney / Marvel's trying to get the director of Homecoming and Far From Home to do a Marvel movie, try to snipe him, which could be good or bad, because again, I think I'm just going to call them the Into the Spider-Verse guys, Phil and Chris. What's going to call them Phil and Chris? If they got their hands on them, I'm totally down. I mean, obviously they've cut their teeth more on the animated series, and I think the animated movies, and also 21 Jump Street, I think they did too. They also did the Lego movie, I think. So I think that they're more than capable of doing...
Lego movie is another Academy Award-winning movie.
I think they're more than capable of doing a live-action movie or a series or something like that. I mean, if Sony... I don't know if they really want to pull the trigger and do that with a live-action Spider-Man, who they really should keep tip-top prestige. Excuse me. I don't know if they want to do that, but they have the option. And those guys know what they're doing, obviously. Watch Into the Spider-Verse. It's amazing.
I'm excited, but scared at the same time.
Yes. Cautiously optimistic.
I'm also turned on a bit.
Really?
Too, yeah.
I'm not...
I'm always turned on.
That's true. It's really weird. Amazing he doesn't faint.
Fucking so much blood flow. I just hope Marissa Tomei is okay.
See, okay, so a lot of the...
And Zenyatta.
Like Tom Holland is obviously safe, because he is Peter Parker. I was hearing a lot of stuff that, like, the reason why Mary Jane doesn't look like... Or MJ doesn't look like MJ. Ned Leeds doesn't look like Ned Leeds. Flash doesn't look like Flash. Was because they needed their own... Because some sort of, like, weird... They needed some different interpretation of the stock characters that we've grown up from with... in these Marvel interpretations. I don't know if that's true or not, but I feel like the cast is going to be fine. They're effectively all free agents, and I believe all their contracts go with Sony because they were basically the financiers of these Spider-Man movies. So,
did you see that thing that I think I shared it on social media? Had it actually introduce Deadpool into the MCU. Where it's Tom Holland. Actual actor Tom Holland sitting on a couch. And Nick Fury comes and goes, Parker, where the have you been? And Deadpool comes and goes, no. You can't call him that because he's in the Sony Witness Protection program. And then you see Tobey Maguire in a bathrobe eating a cereal, and you hear from a room goes, "Hey, does anybody want toast?" And a head pops out and it's Andrew Garfield, and you hear Blind Al go, "Yeah, I'd like some toast." I'm like, that would be fucking hysterical.
That would be very funny.
I know Tom Holland was. I don't know how serious he was. He was like, I would love to see Tobey Maguire to play Uncle Ben. And I'm like, oh my fucking God.
I don't know about that, but no, I feel like we've exhausted the conversation right now. And as of right now, as of recording, it looks like that's the deal. Sony has yet to make a move with anything, make any announcements of another Spider-Man movie, outside of like, oh, it's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, until Sony D24 comes out.
That's not a thing.
It will be.
Okay. And that is it for the inaugural edition of
Big Blitz.
What are we calling the Big Blitz.
Oh, and now the dud of the show. Altice cable provider / Optimum. Fuck you. Fuck you. Me and a couple of my boys on Saturday are watching AEW All Out. And it was pixelated throughout throughout it. And it was, we were like, come on, no, be good, like, thinking, like, maybe it's just the feed. And then thinking, like, okay, maybe it's just, the cable provider. All of a sudden, midway through a match, like, the pinnacle moment of a ladder match between the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros, our feed fucking cuts out. Cuts the fuck out. We miss fucking the Lucha Bros beating the Young Bucks for the tag titles. We also fucking miss fucking Jericho versus Adam Page, where Jericho won and then apparently got
promptly lost the championship belt, but it was found. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm calling it a shoot.
A work.
Whatever. Same thing.
You calling it fake or you calling it real?
Yes.
Alright.
But yeah, that is Tom's side of the show. Fuck you, Altice. Come at me, Tommy_Cash. Yeah, French bastards. Chris.
Tom.
What did one rude boy say to the other rude boy?
CatchUp.
Yeah, there you go.
This is RudeBoyz CatchUp, where you boys chat and they catch up.
Did you put a song for this yet?
Yeah, it's in there. It's some fucking Spanish
band. It shows you how often I listen.
It's some Spanish band called the CatchUp song. I don't know. It's catchy.
You suck, he says.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk. I know we kind of did a couple things together, sort of, but...
Tug me.
Okay. I was reading some Spider-Man books, talking about Spider-Man.
Yep.
We got to talk about Spider-Man. I finished up the Spider-Man Noir collection.
Okay.
Did you read any of the Noir series?
I did a little bit.
Okay. This one, steampunk, Great Depression version of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And
Great Depression or 1920s?
Kind of the same thing. But then it goes into World War II time period also.
That's what I meant.
Okay. I think I talked about this a couple episodes ago. So it collects, like, I guess it was like one miniseries that dealt with the origin of Spider-Man Noir and him fighting the Goblin, which is a mob boss. And then the second one deals with the Spider-Man Noir version or the Noir version of like Dr. Octopus and the Sandman and the Crime Master. Really creepy stuff because they make Otto Octavius a Nazi scientist who's really big on genetic engineering, and it goes places racially. Like, it is like, oof, that's some tough stuff. And then like it also collects some of the Spider-Verse team-ups, which I've seen in the Spider-Verse Collected Edition, so I've already read those. And there was one, like, little motion comic or whatever, obviously not in motion, but he fights the Shocker. I know, right? What a weird thing.
A motion comic,
because it was, like, online.
But not in motion.
It was, like, a motion comic from the internet.
Emotion comic? You just said emotion comic. Nah, you said emotion.
All right. I didn't.
You did.
I also read Spider-Man Hunted.
Okay.
You read this, too, right? You read the whole thing?
This was the whole
Basically,
Craven thing.
Yeah, the whole Craven thing. You read the whole thing.
thing.
This was a collected edition. Came out very recently ago. It's one of those things that's...
Surprised it's already a
they probably were like, fuck yeah, pump this shit out.
Seriously.
It was very well done.
It was.
I really liked it.
So did I.
I like... And I don't know if Spider-Man books are actually written this way, but they like the amount of focus and care they give a villain is great. Because Spider-Man, obviously, we've said it already on this episode, can stand on his own. But giving Craven such nuance, such character, I thought, I mean, again, not a big modern Spider-Man reader, but seeing that same care really brought it back to Craven's Last Hunt, Fearful Symmetry, with the amount of nuance. I've been saying the same words, but the amount of
sorry, it's your fuck
thesaurus.
Thank you.
Okay, it just Craven's so much more than a fucking circus animal keeper. You know, like, he is a hunter. He cares for the animals. He understands the hunts.
You put these people in like VR robots, which was
Let's talk about it. Arcades in this fucking thing. Taskmasters in this fucking thing.
That whole
I love
thing,
shit like that.
I love the whole thing with Taskmaster and Black Ant.
Is Taskmaster kind of goofy like that? Like, he's sort of Deadpool-y. Like,
dude,
like he talks so
fucking,
like. So
he's fucking bananas, man.
There's this one bit where the lizard's involved,
Uh-huh.
and the lizard is trying to get his son back because, and something else I love, because not being a modern Spider-Man reader, is when, like, because Kurt Connors killed his kid in fucking the 90s in Torment or something when he lost control of the lizard, got his son back in the clone conspiracy, something I read on a whim, and had to keep him alive because clones die by injecting the lizard serum into him. And go figure, they're a prominent role in this entire book because his son Billy gets captured because they're capturing a whole bunch of animal-related villains.
Totems.
So the lizard has to get his son. So he poisons Taskmaster to bring him to Craven's trap, his big hunt thing in Central Park. And so Taskmaster does it, and then he's like, give me the antidote, and he goes like, the antidote is time, like, just give it 24 hours, and he's like, and then Taskmaster's like, really? And like, it's like a whisper, I should have figured that. Like, that's so, like you don't see writing, I don't see writing like that, and I like that.
Yeah. What about the fucking cerebral chip that Kurt Connors put on himself? So he puts this, like, microchip on himself that if he goes to harm anyone,
if he has like any killing intent, or harmful intent,
it like gives him like this shock,
right?
Like,
it just like
throughout his body.
He's unable to do that.
And then he asks, he does ask Spider-Man to
rip it out of his spine.
Rip it out, and it puts a nice shock to his system.
I thought that was a good. I feel like Kurt Connors is a very nuanced character whom not been. I don't think has been treated well. He's a tragic Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, that's really what it comes down to.
With this Spider-Man run that's going on right now, is
you're talking about like right now.
Yeah. Okay. So pretty much why Kurt Connors was reintroduced was he's Parker's teacher.
Okay.
Because one of Peter's high school associates creates this program to find people who have done fraud and whatnot.
Okay.
So it turns out that everything that Peter did when Octavius had his body
sort of bullshit. Okay.
was, it's considered fraud. So he actually has to go back to school to get his degree back, and
because
Kirk
everything
Connors,
he's done has been under
exactly, and Kirk Connors is his professor.
Right.
Banjo-Kazooie.
That's it. Live download.
So that's pretty cool. I really enjoyed the whole relationship between Black Cat and Kirk Connor's son. Mm-hmm. How she was trying to save him the whole time.
Yeah, that was
and also,
well done.
let's talk about.
I also love Humberto Ramos' art. I love it.
Yeah.
It brings me back to like the I forget the fucking artist who did like the first 25 issues of Generation X, but I loved his art.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I forget his name, but every time I see it, I'm like, is that this person? I'm
yeah.
I mean, side note, I can pick Mark Bagley art in a heartbeat. So in the back with the covers, I'm nice. Like, I flip, and I'm like, that was Bagley art. And I turn, I'm like, yes, it was. Sorry.
The beginning of now, does the Hunted also collect like? Because it went 25.1.
It does Craven's motive, or the beginning of his motive.
Right.
Obviously not his major plan, because that is unveiled during the story. But he it deals with him in the Savage Land, and him with his son/clones.
The clones, yeah, dude. That
which I remember you talked.
How that one was just like, yeah, here you go, and like just dumps the bag of heads.
You also got a lot. Spoiler alert, nation. Sorry, that's how we roll. I like how they basically. You read the whole thing, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. I don't want to spoil it for my boy. How
I spoiled the shit out of it.
Killed Craven. And they just reintroduced Craven, like no big deal. Like
dude,
he's a clone. That's it. Same outfit, same this.
Absolutely.
Like I don't know, just give him a different. Like it's just so weird. It was just like Craven.
But
wax on, wax off. That's what I did.
And then Chameleon shows up at the end.
That was so weird.
That was
okay. So I've mentioned this when we did what was that Daredevil book I read? Born Again? No, was it Born Again? Guardian Devil.
Yes.
The way that they lay out their collected editions, where, because like you turn.
Oh, did it get spoiled for you?
Yes,
yeah, okay, that sucks.
Versus the Evil That Men Do.
Right.
When the last page was the reveal, like the teleporter guy is now the new Mysterio. Like that was cool. Whatever. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like when I turn and you see, I have no idea what's going on now.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
there's some shit. There was some banana shit like that, like that, like being that MJ that Peter kept seeing, like that cloaked being.
Can we talk about that?
Apparently, that he was fucking with all of Peter's rogues, like Mysterio, especially.
Sure.
Like that's why. Yeah, like Peter was just like, "Oh shit, Mary Jane's in trouble. I need to get to Mary Jane."
Sure.
And he thought Mary Jane would like when he came back. He was just like, and he saw the blood, and like he kind of lost his shit. Right.
But I mean,
I don't remember that. I don't remember that creature's name.
Okay, but it's like it's kind of just like the evil that just kind of follows Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured it was.
Right, but as I was going to get to, we got sidetracked. Was the beginning. I don't know how much of they show of, like, because it went 24, like, 20, it started at issue 25, I think.
I think you're right.
Or issue 20, and it went to issue 25. But they did, like, issue 20, then issue 20.1.
Yeah. No, they collect a lot of that
like,
stuff.
the whole, like, when Black Cat's, like, yeah, I remember who
which he told
Spider-Man is, and I was just like,
and she can't.
Oh
like,
my
her
god!
Luck powers,
and she just couldn't. She couldn't deal with
go
it.
Haywire, and she.
And I was just like,
seeing and feeling.
You feel for her, and you're just like, oh my god!
Dude, I don't know if it was when you were reading it as it was happening, but they do these little side stories that go on in the grand arc of Hunted.
Mm-hmm.
So they bring back a lot of deep cut animal villains, because back in the fucking 70s and 80s they were like, who gives a fuck?
Fucking, we got Vulture, we got Rhino, we got fucking this, we got fucking Tarantula, we got this, blah blah blah.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Did you see that where it goes into his? That was feeling some feels.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That was like they really took this bullshit character who, spoiler alert, guys, I'm sorry, got killed in this storyline.
Yeah.
And they kind of just like show how sad it is for he's just an innocent. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking
like,
vermin.
Really
shows up. Well,
really,
they
did.
They did a really good job.
Yeah. I'll wrap it up. Really good collection, though, Nation.
Absolutely.
Definitely check it out, especially if you're a Kraven fan. If you're a Spider-Man fan, because it goes into a lot of the nuance of his rogues, even like not the big ones too, obviously, because like,
how
it's
Vulture
just the
became like
that
the
was cool
leader.
too.
Like that was neat.
Having
it was a good
highlights definitely from the rogue side. Kraven notwithstanding, because he's the main antagonist.
Arcade showing up.
Dude, arcade. I'm always a big arcade fan.
I know. Which man, Arcade needs to show up in like,
what
some form of movie.
Right.
Neil Patrick Harris play Arcade.
I'd be down with that. What about you, Tom? What have you been up to?
I've been doing a lot of quests. I've been going on to a lot of quests, a lot of adventures.
You've been doing a lot of questing, I'd say.
Yes.
A lot of Chex Quest, a lot of Mystic Quest.
I went on to
things.
I read Thanos Quest.
Okay.
This was him going. Let me explain.
Ooh, okay. Then.
This was him going onto a quest to find.
A quest, you say?
The Infinity Gems.
Oh. Okay.
Or the Infinity Stones.
Like one might be so.
But it was like a samurai's journey.
Oh.
Where it was like he had to defeat 6 different people to get their stones.
Okay.
So like in Marvel Contest of Champions, the game that I play, they introduced the character the Champion.
Okay.
He's in there.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, they introduced. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Gladiator for some reason.
They show him. They show the In-Betweener. Mm-hmm. And he has to beat all of these people in different ways, and he outsmarts all of them. The Game Master, the Collector.
Okay.
Oh my God, there was this one that was like, he was like a speedster, and I think he had the Time Stone.
Okay.
He outwitted this guy to turn him into a baby, took his stone, took the baby elder, took the baby elder to the Collector. Goes, here, this is your fellow elder. Add them to your collection.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
So you see the Collectors cradling this baby.
Uh-huh.
And then, as Thanos is about to leave, the baby turns back to the speedster elder.
Okay.
And Thanos turns and goes, oh, yeah, by the way, that transformation only stays as long as I'm in the vicinity. Oh. So, like... It's fucked up, so then he gets the Collector's...
Classic.
He gets the Collector's Infinity Stone. And this leads into the Infinity Gauntlet story.
Oh, you mean the 90s one?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Where he's like, he loves death, but at the same time, he kind of wants to overthrow her. Like, he wants to make death his subservient.
Okay.
It was really good. And yeah, just Nation, you get a chance, definitely go to your local comic book shop, read it, pick it up. It's all. Don't read it at the local comic book shop. Make sure they get money.
Yeah. What other quests have you been questing?
I went out to Legion Quest.
Legion Quest. So this was fucking rough. Right.
I didn't think I was gonna finish this before as per recording.
4 issues?
No, it spanned. Probably like kind of like how the Fatal Attraction set you got me. It's 535 pages.
I could have sworn it was only like
yes.
Legion
the
Quest
main shit. The main shit was
this
was they put everything leading up to it in that and it was crazy. Like you had
Legion. What is the bulk of Legion Quest?
Legion Quest was
people know where we're at.
Was David Haller, who is Charles Xavier and Gabrielle Haller's son.
Sure.
He was in a coma. Mystique went to go kill him because he is the one that killed Destiny.
Okay.
And he comes to...
Omega level mutant, first off.
Yeah.
Professor X's kid.
He had...
Schizophrenia,
apparently,
right?
No, he was autistic.
Oh, okay.
He was autistic who had different...
Like
people in him, personalities in him that had different powers.
Okay.
And so this was like him coming back like he awoke from his comatose state, and he owned the X-Men. Okay. He really did. So then he ends up bringing Bishop, Storm, Psylocke, and Iceman to the past.
Okay.
And he finds Professor, he's like this patient in this hospital that Magneto and Professor X worked at.
Okay.
At the time when when Professor X and Magneto were just Charles Xavier and Eric Lenshier.
They weren't who they
right.
become.
And Gabrielle Haller was also there as well. Who was
and I was there.
Yeah, who's Professor X's lover.
Sure.
One of many lovers.
Yeah, for a man who's fucking paralyzed from the neck down.
He gets a lot of game.
You know why? Psychic. Definitely.
Hit those pleasure points.
Someone should look into that, man.
Yeah, right?
Someone should fucking Me Too Professor X.
Nah, man. Professor X was a pimp. That worries me.
I don't know about that.
Everything was consensual.
All right.
Everything was consensual by Professor X. Even though
Professor X told me to say that.
Even though
he controlled me by the mind.
Even though it got a little creepy at times because he fell in love with Jean Grey.
That
got a little fucking weird.
Psychic stuff. Long story short, Legion kills Professor X.
Right.
His father.
Exactly.
Which should then...
Well, no, here's the fucked up thing.
Well, because doesn't that...
So, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
So, one of the most fucked up things that happened, second to last issue, I'm reading it, and I'm like, that did not just happen. I had to go back and reread it. He made himself look like Professor X.
Legion
made himself look like Professor X. And he approached Gabrielle Haller.
His
mom.
Okay.
And he forced himself on her. And I was like, in Professor X form. Right. And I was like, what
I guess he was trying to...
He was... I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do.
Besmirch the name of Professor X?
So then pretty much the Emcron Crystal comes in the past.
Sure!
After, Legion goes to kill Magneto. Right. Professor X jumps in front.
Right, because he's
a
great guy.
Dead. Boom, boom, boom. Emcron Crystal comes. One of the best...
Freezes the whole universe,
yes.
Right? Okay.
And which leads into Age of Apocalypse.
Right.
One of the best things about this was that... because Archangel and Psylocke just became a couple at this point. Okay. But Psylocke got sucked into the past, and he's just like... And he's flying around, and he's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna... If this is the end of the world, I'm not gonna sulk by myself. I'm gonna be with my friends.
Okay.
And when the Emcron Crystal hits, that's, you see 4 of the 5 original X-Men together. Right. Because at that point, Iceman's in the past.
Sure, yeah.
And this also, this story was also where Iceman was dealing with when Emma Frost took over his body and used his powers better than he did.
Okay, so he was feeling some guilt.
Yeah.
But
and I always forget that Iceman's actually from Long Island.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Good for you.
There was an issue with him and Rogue where they go out to Montauk to see his parents, and his father's just a fucking prick.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. It's just, it was really good. Nation, another one that I suggest you go.
Another good quest.
Yes, another good quest to go on.
Sure.
And then I went on a little fantasy quest.
A little fantasy quest.
Yes,
ones with dragons, I'd imagine.
Yes, I played Dragon. I've started playing the Dragon Quest 9 demo.
I as well did that.
Yes, I see that.
On the promise, I would get a Smash Brothers spirit, and as of the 5.0 update that I just got, I got that spirit.
Nice.
So yes, Dragon Quest. I've never.
So
played
that's
Dragon
the only way
Quest
you
before.
did it. Yeah, it's okay. I'm enjoying it.
It's fine.
Supposedly the demo is like 10 to 13 hours long.
Yeah, no, I think the demo isn't one of those you just as long as you make it. You know what I'm saying?
And you can keep whatever the fuck you want.
That's always cool.
When if you buy the full game, which I don't know if I will.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I don't think I will.
I'm not ready for that. That comes a week after Link's Awakening. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
get that.
I'm not ready
for
an RPG guy. I'm not ready for that commitment.
Right.
I'm an RPG guy, but yet I kind of feel current Zeldas are very RPG-ish.
They're not. They're if a
Can you
Zelda
upgrade
game
weapons?
Outside of.
Can you upgrade weapons?
Yeah, but I'm talking.
Can you upgrade your character?
Do I have to put 100 hours into it?
If you want, you can. If you want, you can.
You could do that on fucking MLB The Show. You could do that for any fucking game you want. You could do that for Tetris, all right?
Which I've done.
Right. But what I'm saying is, the makings of a story, a very long, engrossing story. Zelda game stories aren't that long.
Well,
that's what I'm talking about.
Depends.
I'm talking about a more traditional RPG. Zelda's not really a traditional
if
RPG.
you're playing
it's more of an action RPG.
If you're playing a dud Zelda game, it's very long and drawn out.
Right, because it sounds like you don't know what you're doing.
It's kind of boring.
Because you're a fucking dullard. What do you want me to tell you?
No, that game.
You're a fucking dullard.
That game's fucking a dud.
The game he's talking about is one of the highest rated games of all time, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
He said it, not me.
It is. That's fact. Look it up.
I agree, but
Oh, he agrees, but
I understand where they were going, but I didn't appreciate it.
Cool. But yeah, Dragon Quest, pretty cool.
Very Dragon Ball Z-esque, like graphic wise.
Obviously, a lot of the Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior Origins comes from Akira Toriyama art.
Right.
So that's just what it is. I believe he's like the main illustrator for the main series. And obviously, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super.
It's cute.
Yeah, I wish they'd let you play around with the 2D mode, because that's kind of interesting.
That I would have liked a little more, yeah. There was a point where I stopped at a campfire, and I was just like, where the fuck did my horse go?
You can call your horse.
I understand that now, but I was running around for like 25 minutes looking for my fucking horse.
Does your horse show up on the map or no?
Not that I saw.
Okay. You can call him.
No, I know. If you go to the little horse bell. Yeah.
The horse bell. Ring that horse bell.
Yeah, ring that horse bell. Fucking ring that horse stick.
But yeah, I think I'm pretty much good with the Dragon Quest demo. It was just something I was screwing around with in between...
Everything coming out.
Right, but also in between a little game called Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order.
Yeah.
Exclusive to the Nintendo Switch.
Did you finally beat it?
We're going to talk about it in our segment called RudeBoyz GameClub.
Oh!
Fuck a duck.
Yeah, so I beat it.
Nice. I beat it good.
I think I beat it. Oh God, I beat it pretty much right after last recording.
Okay.
Because we were talking about it, like just the Corvus Glaive fight threw us both for a loop.
Fucking Christ!
Yeah. I attacked it differently, and the game was actually it was a lot of fun. But
he was the hardest. He was definitely
the hardest one.
The Infinity,
and you really had to
the Black Order.
And the way I handled it was because he came up with like a little these fucking
the Corvus Glaives
gem doppelgangers.
Yeah.
I did a lot of area effects stuff. So like Spider-Man with his web blossom, whatever the fuck he calls that move.
That's what I call it.
So I beat him pretty easily, and then we moved on to those other things.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna be done. We are also post DLC world.
I was just gonna ask. Did you?
I got the free update.
Yeah. Cyclops.
You have to unlock them.
I was just like...
I didn't unlock them.
I was like, really, motherfucker? Oh, yeah. I did, because I'm a fucking sucker.
I'm sure you also have the characters leveled enough to be like, yeah, fuck it, I can do this thing real quick.
Yeah. I'm still fucking with the Infinity realms and whatnot, because their armor costumes. I got the Hulk one, and I really thought the Hulk one was going to be like... Because I was hearing that it was going to be him, in the...
And a gangster, right?
They called it John Fix-It. I was like, you...
Every fucking episode you gotta say John Fix-It.
Stupid motherfuckers.
Right.
It's Joe Fix-It.
Right, okay.
We all know it's just great. It's just Grey Hulk with blue pants. Which is...
This one now.
The one that I got. The one that I got.
What about the one that they released with the download?
That comes September 30th, I believe.
Oh, okay.
That will come with the Spider-Man symbiote costume. The Ms. Marvel Warbird costume, and
the Marvel Knights DLC.
Marvel Knights DLC,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm probably if I ever retouch this game, it'll probably be after all the DLC has been revealed.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because each DLC does add a different story.
Does it?
It's unless they meant Infinity Realms.
I think they definitely do that because it unlocks more of the costumes for the characters you just unlocked, and also I think there's like a new mode. I don't know if it's a new story because I think they're doing like some weird co-op gauntlet thing. I don't know, but it's not necessarily enough to bring me back. I'm super intrigued. Like I'll totally watch YouTube videos on the new characters.
Oh, you'll watch me play,
or I'll watch you play. But I don't think I'm gonna go back to it anytime soon unless I had all the characters like.
Unless they bring Havoc in.
No, Havoc's not going to be a big win.
Havoc is a big win.
What other costumes would you like to see? And I'm talking about like more cosmetic costumes, like you just mentioned with the Captain Marvel, the Spider-Man. Like, did you unlock Wolverine's alternate costume, which is just like the brown and yellow, not the brown and yellow, but like
right,
brown and yellow.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Not the Jim Lee brown and yellow.
And we could talk about because we know the 4 announced Marvel Knights characters, and also Cyclops and
who is the
Colossus.
4th one?
It's
Moon Knight.
So it's Moon Knight,
Punisher,
Blade,
and Morbius.
Okay,
I was drawing a blank on Punisher. I was drawing a blank on Punisher as well.
The Punisher. We all know your thoughts on the Punisher.
I would like to see the Storm, Jean Grey, Jim
Storm
Lee.
Mohawk. Oh.
Oh, that would be cool too.
Okay. What's the Storm Jim Lee one?
The white.
Oh, okay.
The one from the cartoon.
Okay, gotcha.
That would be pretty cool.
I feel like I could probably do like a Steve Rogers Captain America.
Or Infinity War. I dig his Infinity War costume.
That's what I mean. Like a not in costume one.
Right. Give me the old.
Into like an Iron Patriot or something like that. Like that seems like an easy.
I was gonna give me the first Iron Man costume.
That'd be cool too.
That would be.
I would
neat.
like that. They could do like a retro look to it. I mean, out of all of them, I think Thor kind of looks the most retro.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's got the helmet. He's got the really.
You
know what?
With
Thor, his current one, where he has like I think he has
arm.
like that would be cool.
That'd be cool. We could probably go by character.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch. The only other costume I can think of is like her in her gypsy costume.
Or like a more of an MCU look.
Yeah,
she's got the helmet for this thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying the gypsy costume.
Right. Maybe like an anti-venom. You could do that too.
That would, yeah.
I mean, with Venom, color change all of his moves.
Yeah.
I don't know how the costumes work, but
or even Agent Venom.
I think Agent Venom
would have to be a new character.
Really get crazy.
Would have to be a separate character.
Do like Agent Venom costume for Punisher.
Yeah,
because Agent Venom doesn't fight like Venom in the game.
No, right. Yeah, because the Venom alternate costume is like
it's just like
the comic book,
like a blue.
Yeah, like a blue black.
Yeah.
Like it's like I mean Luke Cage, obviously. Power Man. Iron Fist with the big ass fucking collar.
Doesn't he have a big collar?
No, it's like a jumpsuit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who else? Black Panther doesn't have a lot of options, really.
No. Like what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's
unless they want to like do like when Shuri was Black Panther.
I'm trying to
that's
think.
The only
like,
thing that they could do.
I don't know if that's going to be more of like a model change or anything like that, but
no, you keep them the same moves and just give them
do classic Hawkeye.
Yeah,
like in the fucking stupid purple leotard bullshit. I love that look, but you know what I mean. Like it does not. You look at him like, what are you?
Because I'm hoping that Havoc shows up in the X-Men DLC.
Who do you think's going to be the DLC? If you can only pick 4 characters for X-Men that I'm going to say haven't shown up, so not Beast.
Okay. I will say Havoc.
Okay.
An alternate costume, the X Factor costume.
Okay.
Because that's my favorite Havoc costume.
I agree.
Cable would be cool.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
That
Cable Deadpool team up, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
What would you?
Or Cable Cyclops team up.
Yeah,
would be cool.
Cable Jean Grey team up.
There you go. They don't have Jean, right?
Isn't Jean in it? Jean's not
Psylocke is.
Oh shit, you're right.
So Jean.
Okay.
Wow,
so
I'm going
Jean,
with all
Cable,
Summers.
Yeah. Jean, Cable, Havoc, and
Professor X in the exoskeleton suit.
Oh my god. Okay.
None of that will happen.
No. I'm thinking maybe you might get Iceman. If you want to mix it up, you get Angel or something like that. You know, a very different looking character. I don't know. It depends on how crazy they want to get.
Different. Yeah, because Iceman has already shown up in these games.
Right, but he hasn't shown up in this one. That's the thing. Like, it's one of those like
he's shown up in the series.
Okay, so we're gonna do brand new ones. All right, let's do brand new ones.
That's what I did.
Bishop.
Actually, no, I didn't because Jean Grey showed up in Ultimate Alliance.
I'll say Bishop.
Nope.
I like Cable. You know what? I'll put my vote with Cable. I'll put my vote with Bishop. I will put my. We need some female, Rogue.
Ooh.
Let's do Rogue and Gambit. Why isn't Gambit in the game? Isn't Gambit in the game? Is Gambit not in the game? No, Gambit's not in the game.
No,
Gambit, there you go.
Okay.
He
was in Ultimate Alliance too, yeah.
And Fantastic 4-pack, there's going to be the 4 of them. Like, duh.
Make that a 5-pack, though.
And who's the 5th?
Doom. Doom. You need Doom. Come on. You need Doom, man. Come on. Or, you know what?
How about this? Mole Man, Flame Lord, Silver Surfer.
How about this? No, because, you know, like I said...
Mole Man in a hat.
They're gonna be adding you know, like stories to the DLCs.
Are they?
That's what I saw.
All right, I feel like that's unsubstantiated.
You put Doom as, like, you know, that storyline's bad guy. I just want to see Doom.
I just want to see Doom also, man. I hear you.
That's all I want. Bring Julian McMahon back as Doom for MCU. That's my pick. But yeah, no, with the Fantastic Four,
this isn't the future of the MCU cast.
Yeah, no, if you don't put the 4 of them in the Fantastic Four, you drop the ball.
Yeah, absolutely, big time. Even though the Fantastic Four does have a lot of decent characters, I would say, and we mentioned a lot of them, especially Flame Lord and the Heat Master.
Heat Master?
Isn't he a guy? Terrax? What about Terrax?
Sauron. Put Sauron in the X-Men pack. There you go.
Sauron, Khazar, Avalanche, and
Pyro.
Toad. Oh, Pyro, come on. Oh, Pyro. Any other thoughts? This is going to be the last of the RudeBoyz GameClub for Ultimate Alliance 3. Any other thoughts? You're going to still play it?
Dude, it has not left my Switch.
Has it not? Okay, great.
It won't leave my Switch until Luigi's Mansion comes out.
That's high praise. It has already left my Switch because, like
you
we
have
just
ADD.
said, I've been downloading. I downloaded the Banjo-Kazooie DLC.
Banjo-Kazooie?
But, like, I played the game. I'm done. I'm ready for the next thing, which is
DLC.
The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.
When's that again?
Switch, September 20th. We're gonna talk about that next episode. But
you're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about something. But that nation has been RudeBoyz GameClub for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. 2 thumbs up.
2
4
thumbs up.
Really?
Yeah.
4 thumbs up from your boys. Play it if you like it.
Hit us up. Let us know what you think.
Let us know, man. Hit Tom up. Tom's going to be playing it. Hit him up
Absolutely.
online.
Absolutely. I usually just play it. Yeah. Drinking.
Cool.
Oh man, I just sat on my dick and my nuts at the same time.
And funnily enough, Tom named his balls, each of them, Toe Jam and Earl, which blends so nicely into our main topic for the episode.
Yes.
Which is us celebrating, in what little time we have left, the
very little time, because this is going to be a bitch for you to edit.
The 30th anniversaries of both the Nintendo Game Boy and the Sega Genesis.
Oh,
AKA
yeah.
the Sega Master. The Sega Mega Drive is what I meant to say. Yeah, both pivotal systems in the course of the video game history.
Yes.
Especially in the 90s, because that's when fucking shit was getting real, man. That's like the attitude era of the console wars, brother.
I agree.
So we'll start with the earlier one, because it was a couple weeks before the Genesis. The Nintendo Game Boy.
Man.
Obviously brought portable market to the masses. Nintendo had dabbled in it a little bit with the Game & Watch, and then you had your Tiger Electronics, and you had other people try to bring...
a lot of Tiger knee!
Tiger uppercut. The Nintendo's approach, though, with the Game Boy was to make a system and have exchangeable cartridges, which is what they did with Tetris, namely Super Mario Land series, Donkey Kong 64, Pokémon, Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Oh, I roll my god off of this motherfucker.
Super Mario.
I said Super Mario Land.
I didn't hear you.
Oh my god.
I was too busy eye-rolling.
Pre-eye-rolling.
Yeah.
So Game Boy memories, Tom. Let's hear them. You had a Game Boy growing up?
I did.
Okay.
Me, my brothers, and my uncles, we shared one.
Okay.
And we used to
just... Oh, yeah, the sharing, that's back in the day.
Yeah.
The sharing of one system.
And yet, it always lived...
But everyone has smartphones now. Fuck you.
It always lived at my grandma's, so my uncles could always just rack up high scores in Tetris.
Yep.
Motherfuckers.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, we used to have Tetris tournaments.
Sure.
I remember just playing Mario and, like, seeing that dreaded red light starting to dim and be like, Grandma!
Yep.
Grandma, I need some double A's. Go in the freezer.
Day, man. Can't. Oh,
Like,
oh God.
Old Irish woman.
It's just such a fucking world, man, and it hurts my heart when you see like like the kids react to YouTube series and they show them a Game Boy and they're like, it's basically what I'm holding right now, a box, a big bulky fucking box.
Yeah.
Put it next to a fucking iPhone.
I mean, and I know
It's like, what the fuck am I looking at?
I know I've said this before on several Castlevania on the Game Boy.
Yeah, you were a big fan of the Castlevania series.
I play the fuck out of that.
Did you play it on did you play the
my
Castlevania collection?
Oh yeah, I play the fuck and I play with the old school Game Boy Green screen.
Nice.
Having to find the right light to play by.
That was another thing back in the day, man. In order to, get the best power out of those 4 AA's, they wanted to cut down on that backlight. They could have put one in, but they were like, nah, man, it's cheaper.
And then they had
and it worked.
Yeah, but then they had the accessory where it was like you could put it over the Game Boy where the light comes out.
Magnifying glass on its fucking speakers pop out the side.
The camera.
Game Boy camera.
Game Boy camera.
I like that.
The first selfie camera option.
I believe you're right.
Which was at the current Retro Game Expo this year.
Yes, it was. Yep, and they had a little Game Boy printing station.
So big shout out to you guys. Good work on that one.
Good pull.
What about you? Your Game Boy memory and Super Mario Land. I loved.
My Game Boy memories. So very similar to yours. Like growing up, we had one Game Boy in the household, and we would share it constantly. I remember specifically, my parents were big Tetris players. I remember specifically starting the game of Tetris, slamming all my pieces down in a line straight up, waiting for the last second before the game bugs out, and pause the game, leave the game, be like, "Oh, you're an ass. Can you play this game of Tetris for me?" So they would play it. They would play it, and they would unplug it. I don't know what you're talking about. And all you hear is, and I would crack the fuck up. I remember getting my first Game Boy. That was a special time, man.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it on the kitchen table. I was like, this is for me. This is my. I think that was the first system I owned. You know what I mean? Not necessarily the first system I asked for that we had in the house, but this was the first one for me. You know what I mean? And I remember having Tetris and Radar Scope or some bullshit, but
R-Type. R-Type on the Game Boy. Yeah, it was another one. Contra. We had so many fucking games.
Yeah. I remember.
And they were cheap too.
For 90s money, maybe, but you think about it, $30 or whatever. That's not that much, but maybe back then it was closer to 60.
Right.
1990s.
Right. Yeah. No, I hear you.
But other Game Boy memories. I just remember I was such a fucking hardcore. I still am a hardcore Nintendo fan, but I was such a blind loyalist. So anything Nintendo, I would get into. So it was my first interactions with the Metroid series. That was the first Metroid game I played. Metroid 2: Return of Samus.
Yep.
Going back to that, it's ridiculous, but that's how I used to play it. Link's Awakening, great game. Gonna come out with a remake this month. Kirby. The introduction of Kirby, I think, is very pivotal to Nintendo's history specifically. And also, Tom, a little game called Pokémon. Red version, blue version.
That's fine. You're entitled to play that.
Yes, and I did. I did play it with my sister. My sister got one version, I got the other.
Okay.
She was sick one day from school, and she basically brute forced the whole game with a Charmander.
Oh, shit.
Which evolved into a Charizard.
Which is who I would always pick to start it with.
You need to understand, that's, impossible to do. Because,
Apparently not.
Apparently not. You're absolutely right. But, yeah, but that was, my first kind of foray into RPGs. Because I didn't really play RPGs. I mean, Pokemon is definitely more casual RPG. Mm-hmm. But, that was the baby step I took into that series, into that genre, which I still really haven't fully jumped into.
I know, and we've been friends for so fucking long.
I know, yeah. Believe me, I have people you haven't played fucking Final Fantasy 3? What's wrong with you? 6? I did that, and I was terrified, you know what I mean? Like, I had to name my character Ash, and I had to pick the Pokemon he picked. Like, it was ridiculous.
See, the way I used to play RPGs was like, I would name them of me and my friends.
Sure. That would be something a normal person would do, but I was neurotic, and I had OCD, and I was like, I need to get everything. Like, when you can't play games like that, and I learned this now as an older gamer.
Oh no, I play like on my PS3. I play Final Fantasy VII. I think you're Barret.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I think I haven't touched it in a while because that game just does not hold well.
Yeah,
it did not.
The older one?
It doesn't age well.
Right, but this isn't the Final Fantasy VII podcast. This is the Game Boy and Sega Genesis Memories podcast. But I do remember fucking like that was. I think I was still in middle school when Pokemon came out, and that fandom, man, hit. I remember
you guys were insane.
I remember you guys. You're right. I remember trading for my 151st Pokemon because I cheated with using the Game Shark or Game Genie, whichever one at the time, to get Mew.
The Game Baby Shark?
Baby Shark. I traded in English class to get a Vaporeon, which was the last Pokemon I needed to complete my Pokedex at the time, and I think that was the only time I completed my Pokedex.
That's when there was only 150 Pokemon.
That is correct.
And now there's what, like 250, 550,
like 800,
like
1,000.
Yes. Fucking god.
Which we didn't mention that in the Nintendo Direct, but whatever. So yeah, I mean, Pokemon that I think definitely brought second life into the Game Boy at the time.
Sure.
Because like sales were falling for that, and then Pokemon brought it back. Link Cable, fucking different versions. The anime, that Pokemon fandom came up. Do you have any other Game Boy memories, like Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance? Maybe we'll just keep this strict to the.
I do remember
the old gray brick.
I do remember having a Game Boy Advance and me and my brother switching it on and off when we were driving up to upstate for a wedding, and that was
What, to just get that sound effect, like bring?
No. Like
Not.
I would only be allowed to play for like an hour or so.
You meant physically switching it, not like on off. You mean switching it? I understand. My thesaurus was rusty. Game Boy Color, that was cool. I remember getting that for one Christmas. Game Boy Advance, I feel like that was my jam for a while. But I mean, specifically speaking, like early Game Boy stuff. That's kind of where it was at, man. I had a ton of Game Boy games that are just lost to the ages right now, but
and the cases were just not like.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
very
fat.
Yeah,
plastic.
It's like, here you go, thunk. Like it was fucking ridiculous.
Fucking suitcase that you'd handcuff to your wrist.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure no other fucking nerds rob your goddamn games.
Also celebrating the 30th birthday is Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
Also to our friends across the pond, the Sega Master. Oh my god, I did it again! The Sega Mega Drive. Because I don't know why. I don't know why they're two different names. I didn't research.
Okay.
We don't do research here on the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus.
I do.
So why is it?
Why what?
Why is it known as the Sega Genesis in the United States of America and the Sega Mega Drive in Europe?
Europe.
Cool. All right, so what sort of Genesis memories you got, Tommy, since we're in the United States? We're going to refer to it as the Sega Genesis.
Oh, man. Just, turning it on at first and hearing that Sega! Alter Beast.
Oh, man. Alter Beast is my guilty pleasure game. It's so bad, but I'm like, I'm going to keep playing this.
I wish we had video of me playing Alter Beast at one time.
He was he was playing, I think, like it was the Xbox 360 version of like the arcade release or something, I don't know, but that game is just so stupid and it's so just brutal that every time Tom would get hit and like knock back or whatever, he would pause the game, put the controller down, and just kind of like rub his eyes, pick it up, immediately get hit, put it down, rub his eyes, pick up the controller.
Meanwhile, though, I'm being shit talked.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm
it was
being
a full
shit
room staring at you, which I'm sure didn't help.
Like but I loved Alter Beast. I mean, I absolutely Sonic. I love Sonic.
You can't,
especially getting that judging look in the water labyrinth when you're sitting there and he's just like I think there's a meme that's like, hey Sonic, don't fucking judge me. I'm making myself a sandwich or some shit like that.
They do that, yeah. I mean, if we want to talk about the historical impact real quick with the Sega Genesis. Sega came fucking hard, man.
With Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're really focusing on the Western market. Like, I feel like the Genesis resonated more with America, and I feel like they came away with some very crucial wins in the Americas, but unfortunately it was not supported in Japan the same way. So when they wanted to push the 32X and the Sega CD and the Sega Saturn, their lead kind of got buried. And you can read all about this in the excellent little fiction/documentary book, Console Wars by Blake J. Harris.
I had a Sega CD.
Oh, no, dude. Yeah. Sega CD, I would love to play Sonic CD, and that's it.
No, you wouldn't.
No? Really? I hear people like that a lot.
I didn't enjoy it. No? I didn't.
Okay.
What I always used to play on Sega Genesis.
Okay.
Sonic Pinball.
Sonic Spinball.
Yeah, same thing. You just put a fucking S in front of the word pinball, you fuck.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. It's such a fun game. I've lost hours to it. Another one that I played I used to play constantly was the X-Men game for Genesis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there's one X-Men game that you had to, like, take the cartridge out. Is this ringing a bell?
I think this was it. I believe this was it.
You had to do some weird shit.
It wasn't the one for Super Nintendo. I believe this was the one.
Because Nintendo would never allow something like that.
No. I really dug this one because...
What, was your OCD kicking in?
I'm a child.
All right.
I really dug this one because it was like, hey, I'm falling... I'm falling to my death. Oh, Jean Grey comes and lifts me out of a...
oh, yeah. I remember my cousin playing something like that.
Jean Grey lifts you out of a hole.
Sure.
It depends how much health you have.
Right.
And then you have, I want to say, Iceman, who can come and help build a ice bridge.
Okay.
And Archangel, who just comes and just decimates everybody.
Nice.
And playable characters were Wolverine, Psylocke, Cyclops. No, I'm sorry. Wolverine, Gambit, Cyclops, Nightcrawler.
Okay.
And Storm was another assist character. Very cool game.
Okay.
Rayman, I used to play.
Rayman?
No, that was Super
PlayStation 1 guy.
Really?
Yes.
I'm thinking Vector Man. I'm sorry.
Vector Man. There you go. Talk about Vector Man.
Yeah, Vector Man was...
Very similar premise, though.
A
character made of parts.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. All right, save. You got saved.
Yeah, Vector Man was cool.
Jim and Earl, your balls.
Yeah.
AKA.
Comic Zone.
It's Comic Zone, yeah. I remember playing that on the fucking Wii Shop download or whatever, the Wii Virtual Console.
Funny thing is,
I'm like, I can't play this fucking game. Sorry, go ahead.
All these Genesis games we're talking about, minus the X-Men game, you can actually go to your Google Play or your Apple Store and download these.
Yeah, a lot of the games that Sega put out are available in other collections and also in the Sega Genesis Mini, I believe, coming out later this month.
Golden Axe was another good one.
Golden Axe, Streets of Rage,
Streets of Rage 2.
I was definitely, I'm more of a Final Fight guy, but
so was I, but I played them both.
Yeah,
Genesis was it was sleek.
Sure,
like it was.
I'd have to say the gorier version of Mortal Kombat. What were we just talking about? Oh, Aladdin. If you wanna,
Lion King.
Fucking thump that Bible.
It was the better of the two.
It was the nicer looking of the two.
It was the better controlled of the two. It was. I beat the fuck out of the Aladdin game on Genesis. The fucking Super Nintendo one. So glitchy and garbage.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's not true.
Yeah?
Okay, this is the same man that calls the fucking Ocarina of Time a dud.
Well.
So, grain of salt. So my Sega Genesis memory is I got a Sega Genesis for my birthday. Came with Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Okay.
And my parents
The introduction of Tails.
Very good. What's Tails' real name?
Miles Tails.
One more word in there.
Miles Foxtails?
No, Miles Prower.
Alright, fuck Fuck you and your fucking middle name shit.
No. Tails was his nickname, really.
Fucking blow my
ass. His first name was Miles. His last name is Prower.
Suck my dick.
Are you getting
Continue.
it? You understand the pun?
Yeah, I do. Continue. Continue
So
your sad
Sega
Sega story.
2, and my parents rented at the time the Animaniacs game.
Oh my fucking god!
But it was not the same as the Animaniacs game that I loved at the time, which is fucking brutal for the Super Nintendo. It wasn't the same game.
Yeah, it was probably better controlled.
No, I hated it, and I fucking boxed up that Genesis and never played it. So that's my Sega Genesis. I was a fucking Nintendo
I'm actually
boy.
I see the Sega Genesis.
It's there,
boxed out.
because I think after I read Console Wars, which was a very Sega slanted story, which is perfectly fine. I wanted to dig out the old Sega Genesis, and I played I played Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I like it a lot. I like Sonic games for the most part, the 2D ones. I thought Sonic Mania was fantastic, which came out for the Switch.
Oh yeah. I was thinking something else.
I'm not talking about any other Sonic game, man. Trust me. But Genesis, not really, didn't really do it for me. I think the only other game I own is NHL '94, which was part of a tournament that we were at like the original Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. Because it was like, it was a fun little pickup.
See, the funny thing is, like you were talking about, it had the bloodier version of Mortal Kombat. It was weird playing Mortal Kombat on the Sega because the Sega controller has ABC.
Yes.
It was very difficult to do moves on the controller because if I remember, I think there were 6 buttons total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to get the 6-button controller though.
Yeah, okay, look, I was fucking poor and on welfare, okay?
Whoa, okay.
So you know what? Maybe I couldn't afford the 6-button controller, okay? God damn it. No, seriously, I borrowed one from my friend. And I didn't like the way Mortal Kombat controlled.
That's fine. Okay. I mean, technically speaking, I guess really minus the blood, the Super Nintendo version is better. But
because Super Nintendo had the controller with the 6 buttons already.
Well, yeah, that and like the music was better. It had here we go.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I'm not gonna get into a whole console wars history, but like clearly Nintendo won that.
I agree.
Right.
As I'm breaking your Switch over my knee right now.
No, Banjo-Kazooie.
No, too bad.
Any other Sega Genesis memories, Tommy? Can we now...
We can put this to bed.
We could put these old 30-year-old boys to bed.
Sure.
These 30-year-old men. The game men.
Absolute. Game men.
Game men. That's what I said.
Yeah.
The game men.
The game men.
The game men. I'm saying
Game.
That. The game men.
Game men.
Game men.
There you go.
Yeah. And on that note, Nation, we're wrapping this episode up. Thank you so much. We really wanted to give you something special.
These episodes are going to be brutal for you for the edit, huh?
I have a feeling it's flowed pretty well. But
yeah.
We're going to find out when I edit it.
Cool.
But thank you again, Nation, for sticking with us. Sorry for the delay. We're going to get this episode out to you ASAP.
I didn't know we were delayed.
See, that's why I'm the producer.
Yeah, that's why you listen to the show.
Yep, exactly. So, speaking of the show, next episode of the show is going to come out around the same time as Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for the Nintendo Switch. So we're going to talk about some Zelda games, okay? Tom said his piece on some Zelda games.
You will hear more!
We're going to talk about the good stuff, too. Tom likes Zelda games.
I do. I'm actually in the middle playing the first one.
Ooh, see?
Nintendo Switch
Doing
Online.
pre-research. Amazing.
It's such
what
a pain in the ass.
stalwart professional.
It's such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, absolutely it is. But that's next episode, Nation. So any sort of Zelda memories you have,
hit us up.
Hit us up, man. Zelda's
on
great.
our various social medias, which Chris will tell you.
Right now, twitter.com/RudeBoyz469. That's our Twitter. That's where we post all our episodes. Facebook.com/RudeBoyz469. That's our Facebook. That's where we also post our episodes. What?
I thought you said Fistbook.
No. What the fuck? I don't want to. Don't look up Fistbook.
Don't.
Tom, look up Fistbook. See if we can get Fistbook.com/RudeBoyz469. Just maybe we could. I don't know. Oh, God. Instagram.com/RudeBoyz469. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know the name.
Wonderful.
I just post.
Our YouTube page, bit.ly/RudeBoyz all lowercase.
We have a
YouTube, Tommy. That's the third time I mentioned it.
Maybe we'll crack out the old Genesis and we'll get some Genesis streaming going.
Absolutely not. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's right there.
It's boxed up. How do you think I'm gonna fucking stream something like this?
We'll figure it out.
No, I'm not figuring it out.
I'm sure they're gonna release like a Genesis Online for Nintendo Switch.
No, I also don't know how to get this. This is backstage talking right now. Nothing's going on.
No, this is me talking on my ass.
Moving on. You can find our episodes on YouTube. You can find our episodes also hosted by the lovely, wonderful, handsome folks over at the Podbean network, and that main page is RudeBoyz.podbean.com.
Flick that 30-year-old anniversary bean.
Oh boy. You can also find all of our episodes, hopefully, on the Apple Podcast Store, the Google Play Music Store, Stitcher, and I think that's it right now. I'm looking into more stuff, all right? Let me know. Nation, let me know what you want. Spotify? I'm going to try Spotify. I'm going to see if Stitcher works, because I know the episode posted, but none of the older episodes. I don't know. It's weird.
Fuck is a Stitcher?
It's a podcast platform.
Cool.
If you want to hit me up personally on Twitter, I'm at Tesherms, TEH_SHERMS, and that's on Twitter.
Altice Business USA. If you want to hit me up, you fucking slack-jaw yokels who can't get your shit straight and properly do pay-per-views for AEW, you can hit me up at Tommy_Cash. And that's Cash with a K, you fucks.
That's a very specific call out.
Yeah.
Like, very specific to one company who can't do one thing right.
Yeah, well, they won't be able to do that right either.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's it, right? We don't have anything else to sign off with? I'm so confused. Nah. So that's it, Nation. Next episode, Zelda talk. All Zelda, all the time. I'm Sherm.
I'm Tom, and Aladdin for Genesis was so much better.
This has been a presentation of the Rude Boys Podcast Network.
Oops.